Hi everyone, it's Heidi from flutterbyheidi.wordpress.com, back again with another project for you, and this time it's a box for a gorgeous Yankee Candle Votive holder. And I came across these and they're in some lovely pastel colours. And so I've just made a box that holds them, and as you can see here I've got a lovely yellow one which I've got a pretty candle for as well. And this is just a double reinforced lid with an insert into it. So that's the plan. That's what we're going to make today. And we're using the Cupcakes and Carousels DSP, which I know is retiring, so get your hands on it now while it's still available. So to start off with, you're going to need 2 pieces of card which are 13 by 13 centimetres. I have only done this one in centimetres. I couldn't quite get it to work in inches. And once you've got those, you need to score at, if you can just see that at the top there, at 1 centimetre and at 2.9 centimetres. So that's literally just before the 3. And do that on all 4 sides. So that's at 1 centimetre and 2.9 centimetres. So on the last side now, 1 and again at 2.9. So that's, you're going to do 2 of those, and I've already done 1. You then need a piece of cardstock that is 7 centimetres by 29 centimetres, and you're going to score that at every 7 centimetres. So you're going to score at 7, at 14, at 21 and at 28. So move our scoreboard out of the way and just fold and burnish those. That's going to be the insert to go inside. Okay, and then again reinforce the creases on this. Well, you're going to do 2, the base and the lid. And the reason I like doing the reinforced lid is it just gives a really nice flush edge on the top rather than a sort of a raw edge. So having done that, you're going to trim away the outer 3 squares on each of the 4 corners. And we're just cutting a little sort of notch into the side there, so we're not cutting it quite square at the top. That's just so you don't get any, when you tuck the edge in, it doesn't foul on the corner and just closes neatly. So having done that, you should have a piece of card that looks like this. And now what you're going to do is cut up the tabs on all 4 corners. So again, notch on either side, rotate and cut up. And the reason for that is that then gives a much squarer finish because you're tucking 1 tab in on either side, so you get an even spacing when you put your insert in. So now while it's still flat, you're going to adhere some designer series paper, DSP, to the outside edges, and these narrow little strips are 1.2 centimetres by 6.5 centimetres. So you just use your snail for that, because that's just, make sure you put the glue on the right side. And obviously I've picked this because I felt the So Saffron with the Bermuda Bay was a really good match for that candle holder that I'd got. And I do like a nice bit, a bright bit of Bermuda Bay, which is this lovely colour we've got here. And there we go. And pop that on there. So once you've done that, then we can construct our box. So to do that, fold all 4 flaps in. If you've follow some of my videos, you'll see me do this again. And you're going to come in this time with fuse, because it's a stronger bond, and just nice and gentle. You don't have to be too firm. fuse, you know, responds really well to just a gentle touch. Don't feel you've got to be too firm with it. And just remember that little flick at the end. That just detaches the glue from the roller. So you put glue on all 4 tabs on all 4 sides. So then just construct our lid by closing those up to make a box shape, like so. And then you're going to fold those flaps in and just use your bone folder to reinforce that crease, and that will really help it make a nice strong bond. So that's going to be our base, and we've got another one for our lid, which I've already made here. So bring back in this piece of card here that we cut, and you're going to put some fuse on this tab here, and if you fold that into the middle, nice and square, and then that will just sit into that tray. Now what I found was I just wanted to put a bit of tape on the inside of that just to hold it in place, and there aren't many occasions I don't use Stampin' Up product, but this is one of them in box construction. I do find a little bit of red tape is useful, so I'm just putting a small strip of it on the inside of each of those 4 sides. Probably going to be easier to cut it first. So it doesn't matter if it doesn't go all the way across, it's just to hold it in place. And that just helps, you know, make sure that the bottom doesn't drop off our box when we give our gift to somebody. Obviously I could have tied it with ribbon instead, but I just wanted something that would act as a lovely holder for these pretty votives. Unfortunately, I don't think in the States, but over here in the Yankee Candle Votive holders never seem to come in boxes, and I just think it's such a shame because they are very pretty, but they're being round, they can then sometimes be a little bit tricky to wrap up and gift. So take the red tape off all 4 sides, and then gently squeeze those sides in, pop it in place and allow it to squeeze out, and then we can just squeeze onto the sides there, and our lid will fit on the top. Okay, and having done that, yep, okay, we're now going to decorate the sides. So I've done my lid, so we're going to decorate the sides, and I've cut the panels slightly smaller than I did on the previous one. I perhaps should have chosen a slightly different colour actually to give more of an effect, but I forgot. So we've got the set colour on colour, and what we could do to actually improve that, and this is crafting on the fly, is actually just come in and ink up the outer edges of each of our panels, and that will give it a little bit more definition, as I've messed up and chosen the wrong colour. I had intended to use some Pool Party, but oh well, never mind. Okay, so the sizes of these pieces then, these are, the outer ones are 2.5 by 6.2, that's for the card, and then the DSP are 2 centimetres by 5.7 centimetres. So you can see by inking up the edge, that just gives us a little bit more definition, which will help when we put it on the side of the box, seeing as I got the colour wrong. Never mind. Okay, come in then, because we're doing card on card, and it's not a sort of joining surface, and just pop that panel in the middle there. And I put the lid on first, so that way you can actually sort of centre it. And I made the panels slightly smaller on this one after my first one, because it was a little bit close. As I say, you could put these panels on before you construct the box, but you run the sort of danger of sort of misaligning them. So there we go, there's our panelled box. So we can now pop our candle holder in, and you'll see it's nice and snug in there. Pop our lid on, and then to decorate the top, I've used the stitched framelits to cut a circle here, and I've got a layer of DSP to go on the top. So I'm just going to pop that on the top of our box, and this layer of DSP is 9 by 9 centimetres. There's our stitched framelits, and that's just a straightforward die cut. Pop that in the centre there, and then I've taken a piece of burlap ribbon and I'm just going to cut that to the width of the box, and I'm just going to cut to make a little flag on either end. Just makes a change with some ribbon, and the burlap sort of takes it quite well as well. So you literally, whenever you're doing a sort of flag end, just cut at the centre and then cut from either point to the middle. So that's going to go across the centre there, and we're not going to see that, so just pop a bit of fuse across there. And then I've used the retiring, but that's the tag set, which is this lovely stitched effect stamp and some of the sentiments here. And it does come with coordinating dies, so if you can get this in the Spring Occasions catalogue, I would say get it now. It's going to be a staple in mine gift making. And then you're going to pop a couple of dimensionals, one on the very top, so sort of line it up, one on the bottom and one on the top, because that's then going to sit either side of our piece of burlap. Just trying to clear the decks a bit so you're not distracted by all my mess. You can tell I'm a messy crafter, can't you? And then all you do is line that up, and there we have a pair of pretty votive boxes, and that all of a sudden turns a pretty votive holder that didn't come in a pretty box into one that makes a gorgeous birthday present for a friend. Thanks for watching. Do come back and craft with me again soon. If you need any supplies, go to my Stampin' Up store. Details are in the description bar below on YouTube, or go to the Shop Now button on my blog. Bye for now, and come back soon.